last time we left off, the party were given a quest to go establish some form of relationship with the Rasa Kingdom, mainly using Romeo as a way to at least start the talk with the ruler of the kingdom. During the party's travels, they met a rather strange humanoid figure named Komori, along with her own dragon item being a staff with a spirit named Aradul. The Hands of Unity ultimately allowed Komori to come with the group, and during their travels, Romeo received a message from the Queen of the Rasa Kingdom. Maze received a vision from the Matron of Raven, and the party rescued Marashi from poachers. But during the third day of their travel, the party was attacked by not one but two manticores, and after a tense fight, the party killed off one manticore, and Komori managed to scare off the other manticore, making it flee the battlefield. Akora took some trophy materials from the manticore, mainly consisting of teeth, like fangs and claws. And the party fixed up the cart and healed up the horses and continued their travel. That night, during Romeo's watch, Komori came down and joined her by the campfire in a strange, uncomfortable silence. At least uncomfortable for Romeo. The fourth day came and went without any trouble, so the party settled in for the night, and during which Komori was brought into their dragon's realm, Aradul's swamp realm. Aradul greeted her, revealing that they appeared to be a serpent-type dragon completely covered in chains, and Aradul went on to talk about how Igris seemed to be unstable, and Valerian seemed to have a shard of something that reminds her of Komori themselves. Although Aradul mentioned that they could absorb Igris and Valerian to make them both more powerful, and Komori didn't deny the idea, just asked more questions to clarify what the outcome could be. The fifth day came, and during the day, while on the road, Romeo took notice of what appears to be a marking in a nearby tree, and upon further investigation, she found a hatch that led downwards into what seemed like a safe room deep in the ground. The party decided to let Romeo, Otis, and Maze head into the safe room while the other two waited in the cart. Entering the safe room, Otis took a quick shine to one of what looks to be a powered down ancient warforge that was in the room, and he observed the warforge taking notes about the conditions, which seemed to be in great condition even though it appears to be very, very old. And when Maze began to cast magic, it seemed to turn the once dark room on, with bright lights appearing above them. And then the warforges the warforges that were surrounding them, the warforges that the party was surrounding, seemed to power on. It seemed to try to update something in its system, but was having trouble, and for the time being, it swapped to what it calls a default mode. It scanned each party member, identifying Romeo and Maze. However, when it got to Otis, it immediately turned hostile, claiming the Tiefling was in danger. This caused all of the Warforged in the room to turn on and draw their weapons. So, that is where we're going to be resuming. So,
Put your butt down.
No. I'll allow Otis, Maze, and Romeo, I'll allow y'all to do one thing. Basically, think of this as a free action round before we go to initiative.
Okay, can I run over to Maze and Otis? I'm gonna grab both their arms, I'm just gonna say, get out of here, I'll handle it. And I am going to... Where are my spells? Cast invisibility on both of them.
Okay.
So you'll have to cast it at 3rd level.
third level. Yeah, I think I clicked that.
Yeah, it's his third level.
Alright.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay. Then.
Shut up.
Okay, so you cast invisibility on both Maze and. Boop. And Otis. Yelling, get out of here, I'll handle this. Maze, what are you doing?
Well, I don't really think because casting anything is gonna make me lose invisibility.
Shit. I thought it was just attacking. I should have read that.
But I can use my. No, I will. Since I'm just fucking invisible, I'll just meander him back as far as I can. Once I'm invisible, I guess. I don't really have anything else I'd do.
Why is my screen black?
You are not in this battle map, so that's why your screen is black. Okay, so you neander back. Otis, what about you?
Okay, I would like to, if it does not take me out of invisibility, blade sing. Maybe.
Okay. It's not a spell, nor is it an attack. So, yeah, okay.
Just sing to your sword.
Oh, now I know where he's at because I saw the glow for a second.
Okay. So, yeah, Vader.
Okay, so now I think there's like a moment of like just freezing, very wide-eyed, and then he realizes what Romeo's talking about, and a very reluctant song turning off of like. Boop, 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 boop. Then I'm gonna get to the ladder and like be partially climbed up it.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna kind of be watching and listening. Midway up, if I'm midway or partway up the ladder.
Okay. And so, as Romeo casts invisibility on Mason Otis, the Warforged that was staring at Otis, as soon as it turns invisible, you see the Warforged turns its head, like searching for Otis, and you hear, human, lost. Searching. Searching. Establish perimeter. Protect the tiefling. And then you hear all the other Warforged in very broken and some of them have broken and glitchy voices. You hear all of them one by one go, understood order. Understood order. Order. Under. And then it just keeps repeating for a bit until they go silent, and one by one, all the Warforged begins getting closer to Romeo.
Yes, Baelish.
Romeo, what are you doing? As you see, all the Warforged are getting closer and closer to you.
There's been a big misunderstanding. I'm clearly not in any danger. There's, clearly not a human here.
Romeo, make me a deception check. Okay. You see the Warforged and that was that initially scanned you, just looking around, and then looks back at you, and then you see he sheathes his weapons and gives a slight bow to you before raising his head up. Apologies, Tiefling. My sensory output seems to be malfunctioning. I advise I get repaired.
Yes, seems necessary. I'll send for someone to come repair the lot of you. It's not really my expertise.
You see for a moment that the Warforge, you see the Warforge just seems to be until this point. You see that he was just staring at you, like no sense of life behind its eyes. But then you see a spark shoots out of its neck and then you see it looks like life returned to its eyes, and you hear the Warforged go, I apologize, Miss Tiefling. I have been deactivated for quite some time. I request the date and year of and you see he brings up his hand and then hits the side of his head and shakes his head. I request the date and time of this moment, please.
Yeah, I'll tell him the date and the year.
As soon as you tell the date, you see the Warforged just kind of looks at you and kind of looks down for a moment. And you see all the other Warforged. Now as they're coming closer together, Otis, you take notice of this as well. But you kind of notice that all these Warforged that are coming up, they seem to be in different states of conditions. Like you see one is missing its arm, and another one's missing kind of like the lower right half of its stomach, and you see one is missing like the top half of its head. They just seem to be in various states of repair, and you see that they all kind of look at each other, and then look down, and the one that was talking to you, Romeo, kind of looks up and goes, "It has been over 156 years since I have last been activated. Miss Tiefling, tell me, did we win the war?"
We did. There's a place now where we're free, we're safe. All of us. Most of us, anyway.
You see he gets really quiet and looks up. Is Lady Rasa still alive?
Yeah. She is.
Praise the Queen. And you see, one by one, all the other Warforged in different garbled voices repeat the same thing. Praise the Queen. Praise the Queen. Praise the Queen. And you see all the Warforged kind of just slump a little bit. And then they all look at the one that you were talking to, and the one looks over at you and goes, "Programming dictates. Program dictates we go to default because we cannot connect with the system. We cannot update. We are outdated. What is your orders, Tiefling?" And you see, one by one, all the Warforged sheath their weapons and begin taking a knee and kneeling down before you, Romeo.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of subtly behind my back gesture for like Maze and Otis to keep going up the ladder. And I'm just gonna say, wait here. I'm returning to the kingdom soon, and I'll inform them of your continued service to our cause, and someone will come here to retrieve you, and I'm sure be able to update you successfully.
The fuck? one of the Warforged glitches out, and they all just look at that one, and we apologize, Lady Tiefling. That one's got a weird update. You see that they all kind of nod their heads, and they stand to their feet. As you say, Lady Tiefling, we shall remain here. Soldiers, go back to hibernation mode. And you see one by one they all nod their heads and going back to hibernation mode. And one by one they go back to their rest points. Until it's, and you see one by one the Warforged that go back to their position slowly power down, and their shoulders kind of lock into place and their legs lock, and they kind of just lower their heads as you see the green lights that were in their eye sockets dim and go out until it's just that one Warforged left. And the Warforged goes back into its default position, sheathes its has its weapon sheathed, and looks over at you, Romeo, and goes, "We will remain here and await further orders. Thank you, Miss Tiefling." And you see it slowly powers down.
Well, we should go before they wake up again, just in case, you know?
I'll ask, during all that, Mace and Otis, what were y'all doing as y'all kind of watch all this happen?
I got to the far side of the room
Mm-hmm.
to be out of the way of the bulk of them, but I was just listening.
Okay. Otis, what about you?
Yeah, listening. I imagine it's like a very bittersweet thing to listen to for him as well. Yeah, just taking notes about how they interact with Romeo and all that, mentally storing that away. Still pretty stoked, but very sad that this has ended so quickly. So, but just chilling on that ladder.
Okay. So, yeah, I climb up the ladder. It's not gonna look around at all. Just checking.
I really, really, really want to, but I'm so afraid.
Jocko.
I want to do it, but I can't take the risk. So
Oh.
I've already effed up so many times. So yeah, Otis is very reluctantly, slowly climbing back up that ladder.
I'm gonna drop concentration on invisibility and just go, "You're both still in here! I told you to leave! If that went bad, you could have both died! I gave you a chance to leave! That's what... Did you... Maybe I should have explained myself better. That's what the point of the invisibility was.
That, I mean, I could have left. But
Yes, why didn't you?
because I was invisible and I could leave at any time if things go bad.
Okay, I guess you're
Then why do you
right.
think I'm over here? So I'm
I
closer to
don't
the
know
exit.
why you're over there.
Because this is close to where the exit is. I think. I don't remember.
We're still in the room. You don't remember where the exit
Is that the exit in the middle of the room?
So, climbing back up the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go last. Just make sure.
Okay. So, notice you reluctantly climb up. Romeo, you kind of look at Maze, waiting for them to climb up. Do you, Maze?
Sorry, my head's cut out super bad. What was that?
Romeo is waiting for you to climb up. Do you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Then you also climb up.
Fine.
Romeo, you take one last look around, and then you climb up. As you climb up, soon the lights begin to go out, bringing the room back into darkness as y'all continue climbing up. Otis. Just for shits and giggles, because I like messing with y'all. Roll me a d20 for me, please.
That could be good or bad.
Okay.
Good or bad?
As you climb up, like I said before, this ladder is about 60 feet tall. So it's a tall ladder. And as you're climbing up, Otis, since you said you were already halfway up while you were just staying put and listening. I'll say when you get close to the top, like you're almost there, just like a few rungs, suddenly a loud crack is heard throughout the room. Seems to echo.
Nor.
Otis, you quickly climb up and pull yourself over, and you look down. Maze, you're climbing up behind. Maze, can you roll me a d20 for me, please? Maze, you instantly hear that the crack, and you're just no. And you quickly climb up the ladder, and you seem to go up on the ladder, perfectly safe. Romeo, I need you to roll me a d20.
Just a regular d20, not anything dexterity based, hypothetically.
Just a d20.
Oh boy. Okay.
Same thing. You hear the crack, and you just like steady, 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 and you go up on the ladder. And as you reach the top and get over, you look down, and you see the ladder was starting to crack on one of the rungs of the ladder, and now you're just staring into the hatch, into the safe room that's filled with darkness. As y'all come back onto the road, come up topside, and I'll ask, while this is all been happening, Akora and Komori, what were y'all doing? We'll say this took about, I'll say 10 or so minutes, maybe pushing 15.
Maury's just sitting there with a spider on her face. They're chill.
Like on your face.
Well, I mean, yeah, Otis gave him spider, so
Okay. The spider kind of just crawls.
on the face.
Yeah, just crawls all over your face until it finds a spot like right over your left eye and kind of just remains there, motionless.
Yeah. They
Akora,
chill.
Akora, what about you? I see, sleeping. Good choice. Nothing like a 15-minute nap.
Power nap.
It happens. No worries, Car. But yeah, so as y'all kind of just remaining there, just waiting for the group. Doesn't take long until you see Otis quickly comes out of the top, and Maze shoots out right behind them, and you see Romeo climbing up out of the hatches. Well, as y'all now see, your companions have returned. What do y'all do now?
Wow. That was interesting. What?
Just looking at the main chat of what Caleb posted.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's very much Otis, to be honest.
Accurate.
What exactly happened down there? Like, why do they listen to you like that?
What? Because I'm a tiefling.
It's that simple.
I think so, yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. Do you think, I don't know, in theory, they would listen enough to stop attacking us if we tried to go back? I mean, I don't necessarily think I'm the problem. I think it just cares about the others. So if me and you went back, at least.
Well, I mean, it seems like they're all sort of inactive at the moment.
Mm.
Mm, but, you know, last time we were down there, they woke up and you tried to cast a spell, and so maybe, you know, if we tried to do anything like that again, it would happen again, and then I'd have to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
know.
see. I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, but it might be.
But for what exactly?
Well, information is a powerful thing. I can't guarantee it to be worth anything, but at least we maybe get something out of it. I doubt
It's-
it. It's a shed, basically. But that was a lot of machinery for a random shed. Is Otis
Yeah.
literally fucking quivering over there? Like, like.
Mhm.
I just.
Well, also, I don't really know if that ladder could hold us again.
But what if I sent Spider down there to like have another look see? I mean, there's just so much I'd like to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not really see any problem with that.
Yeah, I think that's probably okay, at least at first. But I don't know how much we're going to necessarily learn without us to understand the things down there to actually go through them. But at the very least, to gain a little bit more information first, I wouldn't see a problem.
Hmm. Um, Kamari, I hate to bother you with know you're enjoying the company. Um, you mind if I'm so sorry. I don't really want to ask you because you're in. You mind if I send Spider out on a little scouting mission?
Mori kind of stares at Otis with the spider, like right here. And then they lift their hand up to Spider and kind of hold him out.
Yeah, I kind of walk up, and like put my finger out. Let him come onto the finger. Thank you. I promise. I can bring him back quickly, expeditiously if needed.
They shrug their shoulders and kind of look over the way.
Oh, okay. I'll just be a moment then. And I kind of take a Spider over to the latch and all right, little fella. If you see anything important, just give a signal. You know the signal. That one. All right, then off you go. And just sending him off.
You see the spider just crawls down your hand and starts crawling down on the ladder and goes a full 60 feet down the ladder. Are you looking through the eyes of the spider?
Yeah.
How far is the range? Were you able to do that?
100 feet?
Okay, then you're fine.
I believe 100 feet. I can link the spell again if need. Oh.
Within 100 feet, give me kiss. As you can see, on the hands to the side. Okay, yeah, it's within 100 feet. Okay, so goes all the way down, and then you put your vision through the spider's eyes, and you begin looking around, and you see the room through the spider's vision, seeing the Warforged are still stationary. They're still in where they were. And you're seeing a couple tables around, some with weapons, some what seems to be vials and potions, and you see chests around. But where would you like the spire to go?
While I was down there, did I see like any papers or anything like that?
While you were down there and looking around, yes, you did see some papers going to the west side of the room on some of the tables. So it's very few scraps of papers, but there were papers there.
I might go have him look at that first.
Okay. Spider crawls over and there goes onto the table and begins looking at the paper. And one thing you do take notice is, let me double check. You see that the paper is written in a language you can't understand.
Okay. Is the language like a written one in the way that, what is it? It's not like Cyrillic or anything, or like Mandarin. It's not symbols or anything. It's just like letters from common tongue.
I'll say, give me an intelligence check. Okay. Looking it over with your vast amount of knowledge that you read through, even though you didn't really study the language, you can identify that this scripture is in Inferno, which would be the one of the main languages of Tieflings.
Okay. If I could, I'll pause for a moment and call out to Romeo and just kind of say, Romeo, if Spider's found a script down here. It's written in Infernal. If I try reading it out to you, you think you might be able to translate?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I do speak it.
Please forgive me for any pronunciation that I might get wrong along the way. And if anything, I can just kind of spell it out to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best.
Okay. I'll say for something like this, not really that. No, just give me another intelligence check. And Romeo, give me an insight check. Okay. All right.
I'm not wise.
Thank God for that 23. So, Otis, you're looking at the scripture and you remember way back when there was a time where you attempted to learn the language, or at least dabble in it. So you know some of the pronunciations, you know some of them, and so you're able to read it very smoothly, and even at first it catches Romeo off guard to hear a human speak very almost fluently in Infernal. So it catches her off guard for a moment as she regains and starts listening. And the text says, "The war with the Empire is still going on. The war with the Empire is very, very bad. The war with the Empire has cost many lives. The war with the Empire will still cost many more. I only hope that the faith I put in Rasa will be delivered and make sure she makes it worth it." And that's all on one of the papers. There's 3 more. Go read those.
Yeah, I'll try and take the time to see what they all say.
Okay. Crawls over to another one, and you begin reading it again. And the paper says, it seems to be a very detailed paper with a time stamp, and it looks to be some sort of journal entry. And it reads, "My experiments have been going on long enough. Hopefully, the new weapon that I develop will give us an edge in this war. I only hope that I don't become as big of a monster as the ones who oppress my people. I'll make sure to write down the ingredients and the component to make this weapon somewhere. I'm still debating on where to hide it. But I have I made a prototype, and I'll leave it here and come back." And it ends there. 2 more papers.
Juicy details. Okay, yeah, I'll keep reading it.
Crawl over to another one, and it reads, "Mommy and Daddy told me that I should write some, I think they called it a journal here, while we are hiding here from the bad people. Daddy had to go out and crawl up the ladder last night. I hope he comes back home soon. Mommy won't stop crying. And I don't understand what's going on. But I'm happy Rasa freed me and Mommy. And I hope to see Daddy soon." And underneath you see a very crude drawing of what looks to be a happy tiefling family. And you see that they seem to purposely draw a male tiefling that's like big and tall and buff, like a mighty warrior, and seems to be fighting off against some bad stick figures. And you see a very crudely shaped heart around the whole family. One more page.
No.
Crawl over to there, and it reads: These machine warriors that Rasa has made are very strange. I'm not 100% sure how she made them, but she claims that they are alive, if you can believe something like that. I don't know about this Rasa character. She's brilliant and smart, I'll give her that, but I don't know if these machine warriors are the way to go. She talks something about a new weapon she's making, but I don't know. I think she said it's called a gum or a thumb. I'm not 100% sure what she really made. But all I hope is we get out of here soon. There's a child here and won't stop crying about their father. I don't want to break it to the kid on where their father is, probably. And that's it.
Sadly. Okay. But onwards to the next thing. I'll go and like explore other tables and areas now.
Okay. As the spider crawls around onto other tables, you find one table that's next to the ones with the letters. It seems to have dried up flowers and plants that seem to have been. It looks to be parts of like spell components, like seeming or alchemical purposes. You're not 100% sure, but they seem dried and some of it's rotten. So you kind of just ignore it and go over to another table, and you see a table that seems to be covered in weapons and shields. For this one, for any of them, I'm going to have you roll for any of them that has a lot of stuff for you to see. So I'll say, make me an investigation check. Damn! Alright.
Yes.
That's 20. Okay. Then for this one, as you're looking around, you're finding broken weaponry. You see an axe that's been corroded over times, and the handle seems to be snapped in two. You're seeing some long swords are leaning against each other, but they're badly dented and chipped. And you're seeing a shield, like a standard wooden shield, and another shield that seems to be broken in half. And as Spider is crawling over and looking at everything, Spider's about to move away, but it catches something, like a little glint, coming from underneath one of the broken pieces of the shield. And you look over and you crawl over to it. And as you crawl over to it, it looks underneath the shield, and you see this strange-looking L-shaped device. It looks to be mainly made of a tube, and it looks like a wooden handle, like something you would grip with a weapon, but it seems to be in a very strange L shape. And right next to it, you see a small pouch that's kind of leaning, that's kind of tied around the handle of the weapon. And you Spider kind of like goes over it and like kind of scopes it out, and you see that it has some. It seems to be very, very simple. Like it's seems to be just a standard tube with a handle, and you see some sort of curved lever on kind of underneath where the L shape connects, and you also see what looks to be another. Trying to figure out how to describe it. Like another mechanism on the base of the tube, and the tube is hollow, and you see it's very, very narrow, And as you look over it, you go over to the small pouch, and you see that there's tiny little balls, kind of like ball bearings, in these pouches, or in this pouch, I should say.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, as I'm seeing all this, I'm like describing it to everyone else, but I'm like getting more and more excited about this technology and what it might be. But I'll keep looking around
Okay.
at other stuff first.
Yeah. The spider crawls away from that table and crawls over to one of the chests that's inside and crawls into the keyhole. And as it squeezes itself inside the chest, you see that inside this chest, it's kind of tough to see, but enough light is peeking through just enough to see that this chest is filled with rotten food. So Spider immediately goes out and goes over to one of these. You see he crawls over what looks to be a bedroll that's completely wrapped up and leaning against the wall, and then goes over to another chest and looks inside, and you see that this inside this chest it seems to be filled with blankets, but they're very very dusty, and some of it is moldy too. And as you crawl out and go over to another table, you see that there is a vase that's in rather good condition, and a shattered vase right next to it. And you see on this table there also appears to be a simple hand axe. And as Spider keeps on going, goes over to another chest, and inside this chest, at first you think it's empty, but as you look around a bit closer, you can faintly catch some glittering shine on the bottom of this chest. And you see that there's actually coins in this chest. Not a lot, but there is coins in here. So you take a note of that, and crawl out, and go over to this other table that appears to be filled with weapons. I will need you to make me another investigation check. Damn, alright. You're looking around and you see that this table has a bow, several arrows, and a long sword. And you see that there is another small pouch on this table that, as upon closer inspection, it seems to jingle and click with the content inside. And you can make a good guess that this appears to be a coin purse. Well, you take note of that, and as you're looking around, you also do see another pouch on the end of the opposite side of the table. And as you get closer, you kind of push it about, and you think it's filled. It seems to be filled with like a very loose gravel. Like it seems to, as you push it, you at first think it's filled with sand, but as you push it, the texture just doesn't seem right. As you're pushing it around, like it doesn't seem to move like it's filled with sand. It seems to be filled with something, but you're not 100% sure what. But nonetheless, you go on to the other table. I need you to roll me a investigation check again. All right. As you're looking over these, you're seeing more swords, dented and rusted, a couple of daggers, and you see one. I do spot one dagger that seems to be oddly polished. Like it seems to be more, seemed to be the most clean dagger out of all the weapons. Like it's weirdly polished. And getting further closer look at it, it is the only weapon in this whole entire place, and it's the only thing besides the Warforged who just now moved that's not covered in dust.
Yeah. I'm telling all of this to everybody as well. Yeah.
You still got 2 more tables and 3 more chests. But I ask the rest of y'all, what are y'all doing as y'all, if y'all doing anything, while Otis is investigating downstairs?
I'll ritual cast on that, identifying that mask while outside.
Okay. So it just hit you. Oh yeah, I have a mask.
I'm just going to my bag.
And you pull out the mask, and to Komori and Romeo, as Maze is going through her bag, they pull out what looks to be a dark red porcelain mask. And as they pull it out, Komori and Romeo, you're not 100% sure what it is, but the mask feels wrong. Like, it just shouldn't be here. Like, it just shouldn't exist. It's a weird feeling. Like, it just bugging you in the back of your mind that this mask is wrong. It's a weird feeling that y'all are picking up from it. But Meiju begin are you ritually casting it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure. You begin ritual casting it, so it's gonna take you about 10 minutes. Romeo and Komori, what's your response upon seeing the mask?
Gonna kind of like give it a weird look and then just scoot away as far as I can without it being weird or noticeable that I'm moving away.
Stealthily moving away. Komori, what about you? Lexi, you good? You are muted if you are not aware.
Yeah, no, you're good. I forgot I was muted.
There we go.
Gamora is gonna poke Ardu in the back of their mind and kind of like with like a question mark, basically.
You hear Ardu goes with you into your mind and basically focuses on that mask, and you hear Ardu go, "Oh, well, isn't that interesting? An item that shouldn't exist. An item that must not exist. Ooh. I am an ancient dragon that has lived a very, very long time. And even I am getting the chills from that mask. Gamori, we should take it. Something is drawing me to it."
Hey, yo.
Gamori's gonna tilt their head and kind of like shake it slightly. Not. Is that safe? Sorry. Is that safe?
Are you saying that to me or to the?
To Ardu. Sorry.
Okay.
You see here go. There's only one way to find out. But I'll know when I get my chains on it. If it's safe for you or not.
And if it's too late once that happens?
Well, The worst thing that can happen is I'll die.
Hmm. Komori is going to move closer to Maze, staring at her, staring at them.
Mhm. Maze, you are still focusing on the ritual, but you do take note of Komori, who is getting closer and just staring at you. But as you're ritual casting and you're focusing, I'll allow you to, if you want to ask her something, but only real quick because you gotta focus.
Not that's gonna be like, I need to focus, and you're not helping. That's all.
Alright. Komori?
Yeah. Does Komori feel any more weird, like the closer they get to the mask?
Yep. The closer you get, and the more you focus on the mask, the more you feel. It still feels wrong. Like it's something like you aren't supposed to see. Like it's something that you aren't supposed to comprehend. And as you get closer, you do feel a weird draw to it. Like it seems to be looking at you. And it's a simple red porcelain mask with 2 eye socket and just a neutral slit for a mouth. And it just seems to be staring. And it looks like it's staring at you. And as you focus in on it, you suddenly feel a rage is starting to bubble up in you. And as the rage is starting to bubble more and more, you suddenly feel chains come up and wrap around your eyes. And you feel the chain seems to pull you back, pull your head back a little bit. And you hear Aladul go, Komori. Don't focus on this thing. Unless you want this thing into your mind as well.
Komori is going to kind of shake their head and back off. And then they're going to say to Ardu, we're not taking it.
But think of the possibilities, Komori.
If I take it, I have to focus on it.
But that time, we both will be focusing on it.
Then we're not taking it.
As you say, Komori.
Komori is going to, Komori is going to fully turn around and walk to the wagon.
Okay. Then we'll say it did take it took more than 10 minutes as Otis is still investigating down there. Maze, you have finished the spell and you have received this now. It should be identified in your inventory now, so you can look at it. Let me know if you can't.
Okay.
I'm assuming from the silence it has been identified.
Yeah, I didn't mean to send that though. Hold on. I'm trying to like enlarge it. Oh my god, I'm trying to enlarge it. Yes, it is there.
Okay, just making sure. So, right now you're the only one that knows what it is. So, have fun with that knowledge. So, back with Otis. Unless you want to do something, Maze.
That's the moment.
Okay. So, Otis, back with you. As your spider is crawling around, it goes through one chest, and in that chest, you see that it's filled with looks to be shattered potions, like potion glass that are in this chest. It seems to be some sort of junk chest. So you crawl out and go to a nearby table, and right now, as the spider's walking, it would be crossing the two of the deactivated Warforge. I'm just saying that in case you want to go fuck with it, but it's your call. Okay.
Oh.
It also the spider goes to the next table, and you see that this table has 7 potions on it. You see 3 are red, both fairly large. 2 are yellow, and 2 are green. And you also see a small pile of coins on the corner of the table. As the spider crawls off and goes over to 2 other chests. Inside those chests, you see that they're also filled with rotten food. And you crawl out and go to the next table. And at this table, you see 2 more small piles of coins. And you also do see a little doll on it as well. And the doll has very, very red, or has a lot of red stains on it. But that's all you see as you have now done a full circle in this room.
I'm gonna pause and just say, mainly to Romeo.
Oh yeah. How's Romeo? What's going through your head as Otis has been describing all this?
Just like kind of shock a little bit. Uh, yeah, she doesn't know what the fuck to think.
As you were saying, Otis.
Sis, I know that this is like a new development for you, but being that we're family now, could we possibly find some sort of way to go down there again? I think it would be just very enlightening for all of us.
You know, yeah, okay. I can take you down there, but, if anything happens and you're in danger and I tell you to leave, you leave this time. You understand?
I so understand.
Inside.
Cora.
Is that legit, Mace?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Cora, could we use your muscles?
Sure.
Yeah.
So on the way up here, I couldn't help but notice that the old ladder was wanting to give way under us. But I've got this length of rope here. If you don't mind keeping it on standby in case we might need it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, thank you. You're just the best. I'm gonna hand it to him in like a very, very quick, warm hug. Like, So
Oh.
I'm gonna squeeze him.
I don't know what I've done to get such luck with you guys. Alright, Romeo, I'm ready to go whenever you are.
He's so cute.
All right. Well, no time like the present, as they say.
So who's all going down there this time? Is it just Romeo and Otis, or is anybody else going down?
Mm,
You know, Kamori's interest has been piqued in the holes about whatever was down there, listening to all this, so they'll go down this time.
Okay.
I
Maze.
think Maze is just gonna wait at least a couple minutes.
Okay. Then how are y'all going down the stairs? All at once, or just jumping in, or one at a time? I'm just curious.
We could all go at once if we wanted to. We could all
I
just
think-
take a deep dive.
Wouldn't the ladder break?
Oh, no, well, I mean, not if we don't touch it or land on it, I suppose. But I've got this spell prepared. I've got Featherfall. By my
Don't worry,
calculations,
kind of just
I love how you said faithful.
stay there for.
anyway, here's Wonderwall.
He's faithful.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, slightly off topic. I completely forgot. Maze, I need you to roll me a d20.
Oh no!
I'm okay.
Okay, continue on.
Cool.
God. Oh no!
You know, I forgot about the mask, and now I'm thinking that all those random D20 rolls might have something to do with the mask, and I'm scared.
No idea what you're talking about. But in the meantime, as y'all are deciding what to go, Maze, you're catching your attention on this mask. As you have now fully identified this mask. And you know what this mask is. And as you're focusing more and more on it, you're staring at like the face of it, like the front of it, and the mask seems to be staring back. And it's just looking at you. And staring. And comprehending. And right before your eyes, you see for a brief moment, the mask seems to mold and shape into your face. And you're just staring at it. And before you know it, it's gone from your hand. And you're confused on where it is. And you kind of just look up and you're like looking around. You don't see the mask anywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's on my face, isn't it?
Do you reach for your face?
Sure. Yeah.
You slowly reach for your face, and you feel it squish. And you're like, oh, okay. But as you're feeling it more, no. It is squishy. It feels like flesh. But there seems to be a hardness underneath it. And then you touch it one more time, and you feel that it's nothing but porcelain. You are wearing this mask.
Great. Great. Oh.
The other, everybody else, y'all still trying to figure out the last situation. Have y'all decided? Y'all aren't paying attention to Maze at the moment.
Mm-mm. I'm too excited to go down.
Oh. Gamori's just gonna say fuck it and jump.
Oh,
Whatever.
oh, wait
Just-
a moment. And as soon as she jumps, I'm gonna use Feather Fall to like cast or lessen their fall.
Okay. Yeah, you. So do you jump after her, or do you just cast it on her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm immediately gonna jump after them. If that's the case.
Okay, Romeo, you joining?
I feel like
Yeah, fuck it.
Otis also covers his nose for some reason.
Perfect.
Then Gamora just simply shrugs and walks off into the pit. Otis, you just plug your nose in, and Romeo, you just fuck it, and you jump. And as Otis casts Featherfall, as you all suddenly plummet down until all of a sudden, just a nice, soft, slow fall to the ground. And boop. And boop. As y'all are back in the safe house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much crouching behind Maury and Romeo right now. Right in my
Wise
face. I've
choice.
kind of got like my face cupped.
So Gamora, sorry. Gamora, so as you jump down and you slowly descend onto the ground, you're looking around and you see the spacious room with all the tables around. You're seeing chests around, and you're seeing these strange outlines of these mechanical humanoid figures that seem to be all perfectly still, kind of like statues. And you're just looking at them as they seem to be in a very inert station right now. But y'all are free to move around.
Gamori will probably just meander about and look at all the tables.
Otis, what about you?
I am tiptoeing,
Mm-hmm.
but making a beeline for that like L-shaped device and pouch from at first.
That would be over here. As you make a line, Romeo, you do take notice that Otis is making a straight line towards something.
Yeah, I'm following him. I'm gonna stick with Otis just in case I need to turn him invisible again.
Okay. So, as you are sticking close with Otis, you quickly move over towards on the table and begin pushing some the shield out of the way. And there you see, not in your own vision, you see the L-shaped weapon. Very, very simple in design, but very interesting. You've never seen a weapon like this. Romeo, as you're staring at what Otis is picking up, you instantly know what this is. This seems to be a very, very early model of a gun. That Ratsa,
Guns!
that Rasa herself has made. It seems to be very early model, very, very simple in design compared to the guns that you have seen back at home. And as you're looking at it, you also see a pouch attached to it. But you do know what this weapon is.
the way I was like, what if it's a gun? And then I quickly was like, no, there's no way.
The way I immediately thought, oh yeah, it's a gun.
I think all of us are kind of like gun.
I know that we have guns. Wait, tieflings have guns.
That's great.
Breathing intensifies.
Can we give Komori the gun? That'd be fantastic.
Oh, perfect
I think
idea.
that's a great idea.
I would find that very interesting.
Well, I mean, they do know how to use a crossbow. That's pretty close.
Sure.
Yeah, of course I know.
I'm whispering. Romeo, do you think it's okay if I pick it up?
I mean, yeah, just don't pull the trigger.
Eyes are so wide. I'm like picking it up, inspecting it, turning it around. Like,
I was gonna be on the 5 o'clock news.
Spit my drink all over my keyboard, dang it. Oh my god.
oh my god.
Well, Otis, you're inspecting it, you're looking at it. Romeo, you're watching him look at it like a child playing with a gun. There's a few moments where Otis is like looking down the barrel and your heart literally freezes because you have been trained in at least handling a gun since it's somewhat mandatory back at home to at least know the safety of a gun. And you're seeing Otis just inspecting it, and you're feeling your heart like skipping a beat as it's starting to pump faster. And you're praying to all the gods, and you're praying to Rasa herself that it's not loaded at the moment.
People with that. You don't know what that is, do you?
Well, I would like to know.
It's how do I explain this? It's a weapon.
Oh, so you're keen to show me?
At this point, Komori has made their way around the room and is now kind of just staring at the two of them.
Put you at there.
You know, I don't think I should show you in here.
Oh, fair point. You think it's okay to take out and try? I don't want to upset them again.
Let me take it. Just grab the gun from him so fast.
The baby with the gun.
Just quickly swipe the gun. And just to be clear, it is a pistol. I know it doesn't make anything any less dangerous, but that's what you're holding. A simple, small, handheld pistol.
The fun thing is, Otis is like proficient with firearms.
It's giving. What do you have? A knife? No!
He's also giving baby with a gun.
The fact that I just came down here and saw Otis run over and pick up a gun.
Panic.
Very confused.
Okay.
Well, there's this other pouch right here as well, Romeo. You might want to grab it as well. And over there's a chest full of a few coins. That's the one that had the coin in it. There was these other vial of potion over here. Do you think we're robbing them? Is this the right thing to do?
Let's not take anything we don't need. You know, it's not like they're gonna come back here and notice that something's missing, but
Well, except for that one dagger over there that's very well used and very well taken care of.
Who?
Yeah. I'll walk over there and kind of like show it to her.
Okay, as the group is moved over here. How did you? You said you were pointing out the. Which pouch were you pointing out? The one that's tied to the gun, or the one that was on the table?
I'm then pointing at the one that the other pouch not attached to the gun.
Okay.
'Cause I assume
Yeah.
that pouch is full of bullets.
Okay. You
Can I-
point out the other pouch, and Roma, you look at it and you pick it up and you open up a little bit, and you see that it seems to be filled with this. It looks like to be crumpled up rocks that have been very finely grounded down. Romeo, you take one quick whiff of it. This is gunpowder.
Yep, okay, I thought so.
And you also do take notice of, Komori, you also take notice as well, as Otis points out, that out of all the weaponry and all the items that's in here, that's filled with dust, and the weapons are in various states of rust and corrosion, there's one dagger that's in here that is perfectly polished and perfectly clean. It just seems to be very out of place compared to everything else.
Can I look around? Is there any sign that anyone else has been here?
Sure, I'll say make me an investigation check. Okay. Looking around, just keeping our eyes out to see if anybody else has been here. You are seeing the footprints in the dust that you and your party members have left, and you're quickly identifying which footprints belong to what. You do see that there is another set of footprints that has been in here. And based on the 19, they have been in here. You can range it about no longer than a week.
Oh. I think that dagger is somebody else's, and I think we should leave it where it is and look at what we want to look at and get out of here, maybe.
Oh, right. You're saying we should hurry up. Oh, okay.
Kumori's gonna take a closer look at the dagger.
Okay. Come on, you take a step closer to the dagger and you look at it. And you feel Aladul kind of still, the chains are kind of going over your shoulder, and they seem to be lifting up by themselves, kind of looking at the dagger as well. And you hear Aladul go, "Ooh, looks tasty." Gomori, that doesn't belong to any of your traveling companions. Can I take that?
Kumori's eyes are gonna dilate, and they're gonna grab it.
And Romeo, as you're telling Otis, we're gonna leave that here, and we're gonna go and just look around. You see Komori immediately walk over, look down at the dagger, and picks it up.
What did I just say? Were you even
They're gonna start.
listening to me?
They're gonna start munching on the back of the handle.
As you see Komori begin munching in on the handle, Otis and Romeo, before y'all's eyes, you see the chains that are kind of coaxing over her shoulder begins going, snaking their way up, the center of her chest, and then up her neck, and kind of latching onto the dagger itself. And they seem to be breaking it at several places and helping Komori eat the dagger. Just kind of break it down and shove it down Komori's throat. As you see, some of the chains as well is going down Komori's throat. And as it's going down, even though you see that she is simply made of shadows and hard to get a good outline of her figure, you're seeing bulges in her neck of outlines of the chains that seem to be going down her throat and pushing the dagger in. And Komori, in your head, you hear, "Ooh, this was a fragment of a dragon soul. Someone is trying to make more dragon items, and they're making a very poor attempt. Their loss, our gain, Komori. I'll put this fragment to good use."
Mori shrugs and walks over to the ladder.
Romeo Otis, what is y'all's response?
Just like pure shock. Just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Did they just eat a metal? They ate a dagger. Cool, that's so normal. Oh boy.
And I'm the weird one. I'm the one that everyone hates and wants to kill.
Why does everyone want to kill you?
I look at the things in here. These.
Well, that's just because you're human. That's not.
I can't help that I'm human. I can't help that
I'm
we're
only human after all.
traditionally sort of the bad guy. But I'm not a bad guy, I promise.
Just because you're
Think
a bad
you
guy
are.
doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Hey.
You know?
Okay, well. I'm going to pretend that did not happen.
Deleting that file from my memory right now. No, I don't think I can. That was quite disturbing.
Yeah. You know, I really don't like that thing.
Mori's gonna look over.
Not you. Just the chains.
Mori's gonna tilt their head.
Never mind.
Well, moving on. Should we keep looking at the other interesting finds that Spider here found? And I'm gonna like go up to Spider and put out my finger to him and say, "Look, Kamari, Spider's here. Would you like to take him back to safety?"
Mori looks at Spider, walks over and holds out their hand.
Crawls off of Otis's finger and goes over to Komori's hand.
Mori's gonna put Spider on their head and walk back to the ladder.
Right. So, Romeo Otis, I'll continue on looking around, gathering. Are you gathering the coins and the potions?
Do the coins look like they're old, or like the person who's been using this place has left them here?
Make me an investigation check.
Oof.
They're gold and silver, so coin's coin to you.
I'll kind of look at them myself and also try and determine whether or not they look like we should take them.
Well, make me an investigation check as well. Yeah. Looking at these coins, these coins are covered in dust. So these coins look to have been left here for like centuries. And looking more closely at these coins, a lot of the textures and like the symbols on these coins are very, very worn down. Like it's tough to see any kind of details on these coins. So you can tell these are very old coins.
Well, yeah, I just kind of low on wanting to go it to Romeo. It's your call. I mean, given that this is part of your ancestry and lineage, I think it's up to you whether or not we take these. I won't tell the others, I promise.
She gets kind of like a weird, like a bit of a look on her face, and you say it's part of her ancestry, but very quickly changes her face.
Would I have called that?
I have very high deception, so I don't know if you would have, but
You want to try, Otis?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I need to know everything about my new sister.
Okay. Then Otis, make me an insight check, and Romeo, make me a deception check. Well, that.
one actually from me. So
Wow, a natural 1 is a 12 for you.
yeah, I have a
God,
plus 11.
God damn, Bards.
So I think he
That's-
actually would have caught it technically.
That's still technically a failure. But it's
Like
different.
half catches it.
It's different with ability checks than it is with attack rolls. Okay, I'll say this. Otis, you are looking at Romeo, and ever so slightly, you see a slight twitch in the corner of her eyes. You're not 100% sure what that was, but you swear that you caught that. But you're not 100% sure what exactly that means.
What it was pertaining to, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean, I won't tell the others, just in case. I mean, they don't have to know. I mean, but this feels pretty special to you.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm just gonna start gathering all the coins.
Okay. Gathering coins from the chest, and there are some coin piles as well. Collecting all of them together, you have collected a total of 100 gold pieces, 250 silver pieces,
Oh shit.
and 100 copper pieces. And
Damn, okay.
and did y'all
Give
say
me
you're gonna?
1 second.
No, go ahead, take your time.
100. 200 silver?
250 silver.
Is that what you said? 250 silver, okay. Alright. Got it.
All right. Did you also? Were you also saying you're gonna get the potions as well?
Romeo,
Do I know what they are? Can I tell what kind of potion they are?
I'll say with this. It's tough for this one. It's your investigation or medicine. I'll ask you. Well, they're both on the same thing, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. I'll say. I'll just say investigation check. Make me an investigation check. Okay. Studying the 7 potions, you see that two of the red potions, well, all three of the red potions, you see that there have been slapped on labels on each potions that are in Infernal, but some of the texture, some of the script has been like smudged off over time. But you do make out some of the words, and you can read that two of the red potions are two greater healing potions, and one is a potion of superior healing.
Definitely taking those.
And you also look at the green potions, and you see that these the green potions are potions of hill giant strength, and the two yellow potions you see are potions of speed.
We'll take all of those.
Wow.
Just taking all the potions.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. Got that. Do, 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 do. Got that. And oop, not that one. Boop. Give it that one. And potion of greater healing and the potions of hill giant strength. Okay. Then, after thoroughly looting the safe house of your ancestors, anything else y'all want to do? All right.
Pretty much leaving it up to Romeo.
I'm basically just here to see if Otis needs anything and make sure he doesn't die.
I think Kamori's good. They ate.
They ate a knife in front of us.
Exactly. It's great. Great time.
Kamori's not weird. Y'all are weird.
Kamori's happy.
It only costs everyone else there to say that.
Who knows what they've eaten in the time that they've been out in that forest.
I don't want to know.
It's fine. Okay, so Otis, it seems to be on you. Is there anything else you want to do in here, or?
Romeo, I really, really don't want to take up too much more time, but so one last small favor. Can I eat these guys really quickly? I just want to make sure that I never forget this moment.
That should be fine. I mean, just don't. I wouldn't touch him, just in case.
Oh no, not at all. I just details of something. Such an early prototype is just still astounding to me. I'll be fast, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take out my painter supplies and start painting very quickly.
Okay. Otis, make a painter supplies check.
I heard fucking peener supplies, so I was like, what the fuck is that?
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
my accent.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry, it's fine.
And just whipping it out in here.
Okay, and here's the. Does it automatically add in my tool expertise
It should be.
when I do this roll?
They should. Yeah, it does. Okay. During that time, back up on top, Akora and Maze, y'all currently up top watching the other three just kind of jump in and dive, float to the bottom. And as they're ransacking the place, Akora, you're up there holding on to the rope just in case and kind of keeping an eye out. And Maze, you're still sitting there, kind of still trying to wrap your head around that the mask is on your face now.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I'm in a
vibing.
moderate panic.
Car's off in his own world. He's not even paying attention. I
Well.
guess nothing's really going on up here.
Maze doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Right, just panic silence for about. I say this would take about maybe 15 or so minutes, as they're
She's like racking her brain for like the implications that this could have and how bad it could be. She's doing head math.
Okay. Then this panic silence for Maze and Akor, you're just off in your own little world, just keeping an eye on your friends down there.
And thinking of the pretty kitty from that one town.
Just daydreaming about her,
Thank you.
thinking about the kitties that could potentially have.
Potential kittens, yes.
Yeah, just lost in thought, just having a very good daydream. Just potential future.
I can hear Valerian making fun of me in the back of my head.
Oh yeah, Valerian just going like, oh, the cat and the kitty wants to have more kittens. Oh, isn't that just sweet?
And I'm just ignoring him.
Okay, so just nothing but that for 15 minutes, just making sure.
I would have a conversation with him, but I can't genuinely think of a single thing to talk about with it right now.
No, you're good. You're good.
But yeah, just vibing.
Okay. Maze, you still panicking silently over there?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so back with the other three. Otis, you bring out your paint supply and begin to quickly start painting the Warforge before you. Just trying your best to capture the majesty and the beauty of these creations. And with the 20, you do manage to expertly get the painting down of these beautiful creations to your eyes, and fairly quickly too. And Roma, you're looking over his shoulder and you're seeing that it's a very impressive painting of the Warforge, and very good detail too. It's very impressive. But after a bit, Otis, you finish painting, and you carefully hold it out and take a minute or two to, or let it rest for a bit to let it dry and everything. But I believe y'all all ready to go, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then, one by one, you all begin to climb the ladder, right?
Going to just, right before we leave, try to subtly, without anyone seeing me, take the little journal entries and just to have them.
Okay. You very subtly just swipe the journal entries and put them in your pouch or bag. And begin climbing up. Kumoy, since you were the first one up, roll me a d20.
Oh boy.
Huh.
Ha!
Okay. Kumoy, you were waiting for them, and as they seem to be heading toward the ladder, you begin climbing up, and soon Otis and Romeo begin climbing up as well. Romeo will take a bit of longer, but she also begins climbing up. And as you begin climbing, you suddenly hear there's a crack in the ladder, and you tilt your head and look up, and you see the ladder is about to give.
Would I hear that? Should I roll a perception check?
I'll say you do hear the crack, and you look.
Would I immediately throw the rope down then?
Okay. You immediately toss down one end of the rope, and I'm assuming you're holding on to the other end.
As far as I can go, I'll probably tie it to like the wagon too for leverage. If I can. If not, then I'll hold on to it.
Otis, how long is the
Sure.
rope?
50 feet.
50 feet. Ooh, yeah, you can't really go that far.
Are there trees
Yeah,
nearby?
no, you have to be.
The ladder is about 60 feet tall.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Okay. Then you plant your feet and down to the ground and hold one end of the rope and toss it down. I'll say by this point, if anyone wants to, I'll let the people who are on the ladder decide. Y'all can either jump onto the rope and leave it to Akora to try to pull you up, or y'all can risk it and dash up the ladder. I'll leave it to. I'm gonna go down one by one to hear y'all decision. Komori, since you're the first one up, I'll ask: are you gonna try to rush up the ladder, or are you gonna jump off to the rope? These would be two different roles.
They wouldn't both be a dexterity roll?
One would be a dexterity roll. The other one would be an acrobatics check.
Oh. Okay.
Or if y'all have any other way of zipping up there, that's totally up to y'all.
Mori will try and jump to the rope.
Okay. Komori, I need you to roll me an acrobatics check. Otis, you were next. What about you? Rushing up or jumping?
I am going to. Seeing Komori jump, I think I'm going to cast reduce on myself, make myself smaller, and rush up the ladder.
Okay. Okay. For this, make me a dexterity check with advantage. Romeo, your last one. What about you?
I am jumping.
Okay. Then
Parkour.
Romeo, make me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Okay. So, going down. Komori, you look at the crack that's forming on the ladder, and you're looking at the rope. And you nod onto the rope as you jump off on the ladder and try to grab hold of the rope. You grab hold of the rope, and the rope begins to slip through your hands and begin to give you rope burn as you hold on. You let out just a soft eep as the pain goes through your hands, and you begin sliding down. As Otis, you begin to shrink down, and just like a spider, just climb up the ladder as fast as you can. And Romeo, as graceful as ever, with the form of a gymnast, you just expertly jump off the ladder and gracefully grab the rope, swinging a bit, and you're securing yourself as you hold tight. You're nodding. You look up, and you see the 6-foot woman sliding down towards you.
Oh no.
Romeo,
Yeah.
Romeo, I ask you.
Send me your portion of the electric. Oh, okay, thank you.
Romeo, what are you doing?
Okay, got it. Sorry, I was like, you
Oh god. Do I have anything? Do I have anything
That's what I'm looking at
Okay.
too.
that I can do?
Well, it was 91.
I have no spells that will help in this situation.
Boys might have free.
Fuck.
Oh,
The electric was
dang,
$91
okay, there was
per
something I
person.
could have done if I had reacted before you told
Just
me the
want more
outcome of
money
that
out
roll.
of me.
That's
That's
okay.
Agor, I'm gonna have to
I
mute
know.
you for a bit.
I'm just.
Continue. Sorry.
There was something I could have done, but you already gave me the outcome of the roll, so I can't do it anymore. I don't think, anyway.
No,
Right,
I
let me double-
already gave the outcome.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that I can do.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
I'm not very strong. I don't think I could catch you.
If you just want, you could just.
Can I just try and grip on tighter? And, like, wrap my legs around the rope as best I can? Because right now I'm just using my hands, right?
Yeah, using your hands initially, and you're sliding down on the rope. If you want to try to attempt to like wrap yourself more around, I'll ask you to make a dexterity check. But since you failed the first one, this would be at disadvantage. So if that's still what you want to do, Komori.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, use my legs as well, because
No, I
I
got
don't
it.
think there's anything else I can do.
Okay. Komori, roll me a dexterity check with disadvantage. Otis, what were you thinking?
How close? Am I like
Oof.
close enough to reach out and touch Komori?
By this point, you were below her.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just had a thought. Don't worry about it. You were below her, and she jumped off, and you shrank, and you quickly scurry up. So
okay.
by the time she was going on the rope, you were scurrying up, so y'all would pass each other.
Okay.
And plus, you're still small, so it'd be tough for you to reach out.
Okay. I am going to preemptively cast Featherfall on them then, just in case.
Okay, duly noted. Then, Komori, as you're trying your best to wrap your legs around the rope as you're sliding down, the pain of the rope burn as the rope is going through your hands just hits you even more, and it just keeps on bothering your mind, and you can't get a good grip on the rope with your legs as you're sliding down. And suddenly you feel yourself starting to slow down weirdly, as you're feeling the same magical energy seems to pull you up just ever so slightly, not fully like when you initially jumped down here, because technically you're not falling, technically, but you feel the magic is there. And Romeo, we still gotta see what you're doing for this instance, or you just gotta hunker down and just pray.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't have anything I could do.
Okay, duly noted.
Well, can I just let go of the rope
You can if you want to.
and, like, try and avoid Romeo?
Sure.
Cool, I'm gonna do that then.
All right. Feeling the magical, familiar magical energy, you let go of the rope and kind of swim away to try to avoid Romeo. As Romeo, you just see the 6 foot tall giant woman just fall ever so slightly down. And you just whew. And
She also then proceeds to fall.
and Gamori, doesn't take you long, but you plant your feet down on the ground and look back up, and you see that there's a 10-foot gap between you and the rope. And you still see the ladder still there.
Wouldn't it only be 4 foot?
It was a 50-foot.
Because they're 6 foot tall.
It was a 50-foot.
Because they're 6 foot tall.
Feet above your head, right?
Above my head. Yeah.
Yeah, technically, yeah. You want to try to jump and get it?
That would be another dex, wouldn't it? So it'd still be disadvantage, huh?
No, not with this one. The other one was because of the first roll.
Yeah, sure. And then this time I have a game plan if it doesn't work.
Okay. During all that, just to be sure, Akora, make me a strength check.
Akora drops all of us.
You all fall and die.
And Gamori, make me a dex check.
Hey, I finally did a good roll.
Easily. Akora, you just plant your feet and flex your big bulging muscles, and you are a rock. You are not moving whatsoever. Though Romeo is very, very light, so doesn't even bother you as you're holding the rope up. I think you feel the rope tug a little bit, but you still remain strong. You are the tree. You are just standing and they're planting.
But real check, I can just imagine if I failed that, instead of like them falling, I would just get yanked into the thing.
Yeah! Luck of the roll!
I'd like to use... Yeah, I'd like to use my lucky feature.
You gonna re-roll that?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me another dex check.
Okay. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Which one do you want to pick?
You know, you choose, Sam. Why don't you choose?
Oh, he's just so gracious
Choose that
like
one.
that.
God, I think it would be 14.
What makes you say that? So, Komori, you look up, you bend your knees a little bit, and you jump up, and you catch on the rope. Yeah, you just pull yourself up. Yeah. And Akora, you feel the tug, and you remain strong as you feel Romeo and Komori. Well, I assume Komori and Romeo, are y'all gonna climb up the rope, or are you just gonna wait for Akora to pull you up?
Regardless
You
of that,
gotta
I'm just
climb
gonna
the
start
rope.
pulling.
Yeah, I don't trust my ability to roll.
Okay.
I'm not strong. I
Yeah.
don't think I'd be good at climbing a rope.
Okay.
If I get to the top in time, what I'll do to try and help Akora out is I'll end concentration on reduce myself and cast enlarge on Akora.
Okay. So you scurry up, and Akora, it catches you off guard, but you see a smaller Otis just kind of pop over the edge, and you just, the fuck? And then
Yeah, pretty much.
then you see returns to size, and then points at you and casts enlarge at you as you feel your body begin to double in size, and you are just planted.
I am
there.
embiggened.
And you just pull up like the giant furry himbo you are, and pull up the two ladies just easily with just a couple of pulls. Romeo and Komori, you are pulled out very easily, and y'all nod to each other and you look at Akora and just, oh. As Akora's standing tall, about 12 feet, and just look down at all you.
I knew we could depend on you, Akora. Look at you and how strong you are.
I think this is the first time I haven't understood what you said with that accent.
Oh.
Don't worry, I
Not
understood,
that
Otis.
first round.
I understood, Otis, and that's all that matters, as long as the DM understood it.
Hoist the big little ones.
It's
Alright. Kamori's gonna let go of the rope now and plant their feet on solid ground. Yep,
okay. You plant your feet on solid ground, Romeo, you do the same, and you dust each other. You dust yourselves up. You dust each other up. No, you're not that close. You dust yourselves off.
Romeo does not want to go anywhere near where those chains could potentially touch.
Bye.
She's fine with Kumori. She hates that fucking dragon.
You just gotta know her.
You have a very hard time getting Kamori to like you.
Yeah.
Okay, so since everybody is out, what do y'all do?
Okay, but real talk, I am genuinely convinced that Kumori's dragon is a pedophile. I don't know why, but he just creeps me out so much. That's just my immediate thoughts on him. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
I know you wouldn't do that. But
if that is the case, I'd rather that not be the case, if I can put it that way.
I know, but he's just so fucking creepy. He just gives me those vibes.
I do get manipulation vibes from her.
I'll.
Anyway.
Of course,
It's not.
of course, that's how you feel. I'll turn down the creepiness if it's.
No, that was the player.
Okay. I just
No,
want to make
no.
sure I'm not making anybody uncomfortable with that.
No, I'm just giving you shit
No.
because you play him being creepy too well.
I
It's
don't
good.
know how.
see-
I don't know how to take that, but thank you.
No, you're fine.
You're doing
My-
a good job at doing the horror bits. So,
Yes.
My
former DM has done
You
much
know.
worse.
all good.
Okay.
Sorry, that was completely out of left field.
It kind of stunned
A little bit.
my brain a bit, but and we'll
To be
say
fair, I think you
well,
did say that last time.
We're good. We'll save all this. We'll save all this talk for when the session ends. Continue on. Sorry.
Anyway, sorry.
Yes.
Thank you again, Cora. That was quite lovely. Having someone to depend on like that. What else did you two get up while you were up here by yourselves?
Oh, Maze had something wrong happen to her face. I've just kind of been thinking of like, your friend. You know, how she helped us all. No,
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what her name is.
Nazelia.
Nazelia. Yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't. No, not Maze. Oh, yeah. Akora says her name correctly, but then we just looking back at Maze now.
No. Yeah. If you point over at Maze, as Maze turns her head, and for a moment, there as y'all look at Maze, she looks totally normal. Just nothing seems wrong with her face. But then y'all stare at her a bit, and you just feel something's wrong with her face, like the uncanny Hill Valley effect. Like you're just staring, and you just know something's up, and then you see the edges like a line around her face, and she appears to be wearing a perfectly sculpted porcelain mask that's covering her face, like perfectly sculpted to her face.
To be clear, it is my face.
It's perfectly
So
sculpted to
it's
your
a-
face.
Well, that's what I'm trying to discern. Does the mask look like my face, or it just like there's an extra layer of my face on my face?
It looks like your face. It's still made of porcelain, but it seems to have all of the color of like your skin and your lips and your nose and everything.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Are you, Maze? Are we going to a party?
So, well, it's something.
What happened to you then?
I blinked at 1 second that's in my hand, the next second it's on my face. I didn't put it down there.
Oh, interesting. Uh, hmm. Well, well, I don't want to say this and be like a creep about it, but do you care if I take a look at it?
Um,
Or do you want to keep it on? I mean, like,
oh,
I'm
I
not here to.
don't want to keep it on at all.
Mm.
I just don't know if it'd be a good idea to have you look at it.
I see.
If you really want to, feel free, but I don't think it might. I don't think it's
Um,
the best idea.
Have you
Did
tried?
you not try to take it off?
What Kamari said.
I have not tried to take it off yet, no. Because I'm worried that might be a bad idea.
Well, do you know what it is then?
Not entirely. Um, it's called the Mask of Murder.
I'm going white. Like,
You get
Ghosty
it.
white.
It helps you kill people better, to put it simple, and rewards you for doing so.
And you want that? You don't
No.
want to do. Okay. Then why haven't you taken it off? I don't.
Because if it teleported onto my face, if it's something that can do that, taking it off might just kill me,
Oh.
or I might just be able to take it off at all. I can like pull on the edges. Does it like move at all? I assume not, but
Okay. You say out loud you're gonna try to take it off, and you see your hands going to the side of your face, but you blink and your hands are by your side. To everybody else, their arms did not move. Like she didn't make any attempt to take it off.
like okay, it won't let me.
You didn't even. I mean.
I'm beginning to think that maybe we all need a little rest and Maze, I did try.
Huh?
I mean, like Romeo said, it didn't look like you actually tried to peel it off.
Oh, that's great. I did, but clearly it's not
Would you mind
letting me
doing
do
it
so.
again? And I'll take a deeper look this time. And I'm like,
I'll try again.
Otis, I need you to roll me a d20. And Mace,
God.
you
Oh, Lord.
try it again. You bring your hands up, and as soon as you grab the edges, you blink, and your hands are back to your side. Otis, you're focusing on the mask. Once again, it doesn't look like they even attempted lifting their arms. And you're really focusing in on it, and you don't feel anything. Like, you feel the draw of it, like the weird draw, but you're able to easily, like, break away from it. And as you're getting, you said you're leaning in close to her, like leaning in close to the mask. As you lean in close to the mask, you suddenly feel some heat. And you look down, and you see Maze's black and red steel gauntlet of Ikris is pointing on the palm of her hand below your head, and a small fireball is starting to form. And you see, you're kind of looking at it, and then you look at the eye sockets of the mask, and inside the mask, you see what looks to be yellow draconic eyes are staring at you. Maze, you
Do I,
are
like-
Maze. You are not aware that you're doing this. Everybody else, you do see Maze looks like she's about to blow Otis's head off with a fireball.
Um,
I see Otis looking panicked. That's all I see.
Yeah, you just see Otis' eyes is getting wider at what's going on.
What's happening?
um,
Do we try and restrain her or something?
You could try.
We try and restrain her.
If I look down, do I see it in my hand?
You look down, and you see your hands are by your sides, like they're not lifted out. All. Of course. So you say you're gonna try to restrain her?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to roll me a strength check, and Maze.
God, never mind. Doesn't matter. I trip over my own damn feet trying to get to her.
Alcor, you try to grab hold.
oh, wait. Can I? Sorry, I just realized what you were saying. Can I use Bend Luck on Akora?
Can you use that on other people?
It says another creature makes an attack roll or ability check or a saving throw.
Let me make an attack or all ability. It says when you.
When another creature you can see makes an attack
When
roll,
I
believe
see.
that. Yeah, it says when another creature. But I wouldn't do that because he rolled a. Did he roll a natural one?
I did roll in that one.
Oh, Ben
I wouldn't bother.
Luck. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. No, it wouldn't work.
Ben,
You're right.
Ben Luck. I thought you meant the lucky feet, like not Ben Luck. Okay.
No.
I get
No, that's mine.
I got you. I was confused by it.
I can't use it.
Okay.
Bend Luck, but you're right. That wouldn't work, would it?
Nope.
Because it would apply to the number roll and not the extra, wouldn't it?
Sadly. But
Oh yeah,
good,
yeah. One
Yeah.
roll a d4, so
Yeah.
that wouldn't do much.
good eye.
Oh.
Agora, you tried to
Never mind.
grab hold of Maze's wrist, and Maze. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your ring is fully charged, right?
Oh
Oh, it
god.
should be. But
Oh
my God.
I
no!
don't think I've used it. Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
fuck!
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. Maze, I'm gonna tell you
Oh.
what might happen. So, I'm gonna have you roll a d20 for me, and we are gonna say 1 to 15. You just use a fireball. 16 to 20. You use meteor storm. May the rolls be
All
in your
right.
favor.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, thank god.
Jesus Christ!
Can I? Oh, well, actually, no. It probably wouldn't matter, huh? Never mind.
Okay. Then all at once. Just
And these horses too.
just like we'll say that y'all are off the carts and y'all are still by the hatch. So
Okay, thank god.
all at once, Akora, you try to grab their wrist, and they, in a weird, overwhelming strain, breaks out of your hold, holds the gauntlet in front of your head, and just point blank, boom! I need everyone to click on that dexterity saving throw in the chat. Nah.
Yeah.
That's a
Nah.
good thing I have a lot of health.
I would like to use my lucky feet.
Okay, roll it again.
Yeah.
And Romeo, I know that you are a okay. Duly noted. I know you
I'm
are.
gonna make myself a rogue.
Gotcha. I know you are a rogue. Do you have that ability of if you succeed a saving throw, you don't take any damage instead?
I don't have Uncanny Dodge yet.
Damn. Okay.
That's, I think.
You
10 or
should have
9.
evasion.
Do I have evasion? I
You
think I
should.
might. No,
think
I'm
I
only
use, like,
level
a
3 rogue,
Okay.
so I don't have it yet.
Okay.
20
That's great because you
Let's go.
double.
I do resist fire damage though, so.
Same.
Let's see the rolls. Okay, not bad.
And I'd like to use the second one.
No, I gotcha. So everyone who succeeds, y'all take 19 points of fire damage.
And I took full.
You resist fire,
Resist
don't
fire
you,
damage, yeah.
Cora?
What's half of 19? I can't do math. 9, right? Or is it 9 or 10? Do I?
We round up, so it'll be 10.
Okay, 10.
Yeah. Remember, to those who are resistant to fire, you only take 10 points of fire damage. So
I gotta figure
Isn't
out.
that nice?
Isn't that such great?
okay.
Isn't that so nice for you guys?
So just boom, as a huge fireball coats everyone's body and just covers everybody in flame. Maze, all of a sudden, your vision, you blink and you find yourself covered in fire with your hand outstretched, your gauntleted hand outstretched, pointing at Akora. As Akora, you took it full face, like fully in on the face, and Akora, you get pushed back, but with. Oh yeah, you took the full damage. You get fully pushed back, and almost. Well, you pretty much do. You get flung all the way back and impact against the cart, making it tilt a little bit before coming down. As a car, you're just.
And he's still enlarged, I think.
Just picturing big ass Akora.
Yep. Technically,
I guess that would
Ah.
have meant he had advantage on restraining me, wouldn't he? Or...
No.
Technically, true.
Either way. Oh well.
Yeah. Too far.
It's funny. He got yeeted. Whee!
Oh, then in that case, yeah, he got yeeted just boom into the cart, causing the cart to tip over. And the horses are freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Everybody else, how are y'all reacting to what just happened?
Rory is gonna
My-
kind of poke at Ardu in the back of their mind and be like, "See, bad."
You?
I'm still right beside of Maze, right?
Oh yeah, you got launch as well.
Oh. Oh, I did. Okay. Yay.
Not as far, since you succeeded the dexterity saving, though. You kind of were able to hold your hands up to try to block the impact. So you don't go flying, but you do get pushed back a bit.
What the fuck?
All right. Nobody fucking touch me.
It would have been
Yeah,
good to say
I
that
think
before
I
you tried to
learned
blow us
that.
all up.
That's the thing. I didn't try to do anything. I blinked and it happened.
Uh-huh.
So just don't
Stop
fucking touch
blinking
me.
then.
Oh, that's. I hear from Akora off in the distance. Stop.
The car is just singed now, just the smell of burning
This
fur.
thing is trying to protect itself on me, so don't fuck with it. Just lets me know if I do anything weird because it clearly once showed me. Anything weirder than usual. Oh fucking Christ. This is why I wanted to just identify it so I can know if we could just lock it up, and then it teleported onto my face.
But could we, like, find a surgeon?
Yes, a surgeon. You just saw what happened when someone tried to simply look at it, right? And grab me.
Maybe if we knock you out first?
Yeah. I've got 9 more fireballs in the chamber.
I don't mean right now.
Well, I guess I could try to. I'll just use up all my abilities first, and then and then we'll do something. I don't know.
Just trying to think of anything. I don't know what that is. I don't
Did any
like it.
small creatures die in that fireball blast, Sam?
Oh yeah, y'all weren't that far off. Y'all weren't like near the road. Y'all were in the woods.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
How
I've
many
got to
would
roll
you
for
say?
Dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Tech.
Oh no!
Yeah. Technically Poe as well, since Poe's always on your shoulder.
And Spider.
And Spider. Yeah, Spider's gone.
Spider's dead.
Spider's gone as well.
Dead.
Um.
I don't know where Dog's that she is though.
Is Doc still down?
We're just gonna say dog didn't go down.
I can make the roll and find out. Okay, well it failed.
So
And
we'll
it
take
was-
the full 37.
Okay, Dog's dead.
Dog's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many things?
I have
1.
37 HP for Dog, and exactly.
One
Oh my
being
God.
Poe technically, another one being Spider, another one being Dog, 1 Squirrel, 4 in total.
Okay. So my
Oh,
strength is
boy.
14 right now.
Yep.
I'm a little extra swole.
So, as the explosion happens, and you're trying to contemplate what the fuck just happened, as you're looking at your arm, you suddenly feel the mass seem to. It feels like it's sinking further into you, like it's going down your neck, as you feel a sense of strength just seems to fill your body, as dark red magical energy just seems to go on the inside of your skin and just fill your body. You're feeling strength. You're feeling powerful, and you have a bigger drive for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Whoopsies.
I'm over there like holding Dog's like lifeless body, like, trying really hard to not cry right now.
It's like the fucking lifeguard in SpongeBob. Why?
As Dog's blown up body is just laying there dead.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. This might be stupid, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'd like to message Maze, and it gives me an error. Yep, it did.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to point out, I'll say, it seems like anytime we said something about removing the mask or studying it, that's when it reacted. If it didn't know that we were trying to do it, would it still react?
I have no idea. I mean, the most visceral reaction came after trying to grab me.
just casting Mindy. What? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
can
I'm trying
I,
to get him to come back to life.
Oh, sweetheart. Can I cast greater invisibility on myself, or does it only work on someone else?
Make it work on yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna cast that on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move closer to Maze. I'm not gonna touch them yet, but I am gonna move closer.
Okay. You inch closer and just kind of not touch them, but looking in their direction. All right. As all y'all are still trying to recover, you just see Komori disappear.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I don't even know that I'm paying attention to Komori, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
I apologize, Otis.
To be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to
I'm gonna-
Otis and just kind of sit with
I'm gonna
them.
move. I'm gonna move to be right in front of Maze,
Okay.
and like pause and wait and see if anything happens.
So you're just looking at the mask?
Not the mask, but I am like close to the mask,
So you're not looking at the mask.
like at the edges,
Okay.
like at Maze, but not at the mask.
So you're respectfully staring at her chest. Got it. Respectfully. I got you. All right.
Komori doesn't even care about that, so meh.
That's what I mean by respectfully. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Alright. You take a step. You're getting closer and you're just making sure your eyes is anywhere but her face. Weird thing for me to say in 2024. As you're doing your best, nothing seems to happen. And Maze, you don't know Komori's right there. You're still trying to wrap your head around what the fuck is going on.
Cool. I'm going to move behind Maze, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
With that, does that end my invisibility? I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, because Mage Hand is a concentration? Is it? I believe it is.
It just says the duration is 1 minute. I don't see here.
No, doesn't say it's a concentration. So no, you're still invincible.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna move behind Maze and use Mage Hand to try and grab that mask.
Okay. You move behind Maze and cast out a spectral hand. The hand reaches over for the mask. I need you to roll me a d20 for me, please.
Oh boy, here we go. I would like to use my luck. My goodness.
Another d20.
Yeah. And then that is. Oh my god, really? Okay.
Great.
Alright.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do.
Maze.
I would have had to use this beforehand. That's okay. Cool.
Maze, I need you to roll me a d20 for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oof.
What were you saying, Maze?
Just trying to figure out if I could chronal shift her roll.
She
I
would
don't
be
think I
invisible and you wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to.
she's invisible. I don't think the mage hand would be, but it's from her, so I would need to see her. I mean, if she's doing it. She's behind me. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay. Then, maybe just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and you're trying to figure out what you can do, and suddenly it feels like you are breathing better. You just You let out a soft sigh. And you feel a weight is off of you. The energy that was coursing through your body is gone. And you touch your face, and you're touching your face, and you're like, the mask is gone. Huh.
Great.
And then you're looking around, going, where the fuck is the mask? Komori. You are reaching out with the mage hand to try to grab it, and you're focusing in on that mask because you gotta see what you gotta grab. And you feel the familiar pull of it. Like something is pulling you towards that mask. And you're just staring at it and getting lost. As you blink, your spectral hand is gone. And you're looking around, and you look at Maze, and she's not wearing the mask anymore.
Komori is gonna poke Ardu and be like, no. No. Get this off of me.
Aradu is not responding.
Yeah,
Hey,
I didn't
cool.
talk to you.
Komori's gonna dash into the woods.
Okay. Y'all don't even notice because she still had greater invisibility on.
Mm-hmm.
You just suddenly hear a
Oh, greater invisibility. Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you did the one that you don't lose. You can't.
oh, that's not what we wanted. Get back over there.
Wow.
Stop that. Okay.
So we already lost our forest lady.
As Komori
Literally.
dashes off, Maze, you feel a sense of slight relief, but also terror that the mask is no longer on you. As you all look around, all of y'all don't see the mask anywhere. Oh, this year still tending to dog. I understand. Don't see the mask anywhere, but you also don't see Komori anywhere. And Komori, as you're dashing into the forest and running full sprint, just trying to get yourself some distance from the group, you suddenly hear a voice. And you expect it to be Aradu, but it's not. As the voice comes in, you hear a weird... It's somewhat normal voice, although it's weird, you can detect insanity behind it. As you hear a voice go... Well, you're new. I had fun poking around Maze's head. You must be a replacement. A replacement for Laurie, perhaps? Ooh. Your mind is so empty.
Oh no.
Your thoughts are so barren, you poor creature. Don't worry. I took care of your little dragon friend. Don't worry. The chains will remain tight on her mouth. I look forward to seeing what you are about. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hillian, the god of murder. Thank you for taking my body. I can't wait to see you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
God
damn
damn it.
Sam.
What?
Also, okay, I've been waiting to say this the whole session. The mask thing is very cool, but all I can think about is that one episode of Goosebumps.
Oh my god,
Oh, honestly, yeah.
I love Goosebumps.
Or-
What do you want
or
me to
that,
say?
I love Goosebumps. I'm not saying.